This video is going to completely and utterly shatter your perception of speaking your goals to your friends, family, social media, and people around you. So, for the longest time, I've seen countless social media posts of people saying, do not speak your goals to anyone until you've achieved them. And I completely and utterly disagree with this on a fundamental level. First of all, because the world around you responds to your clarity. If you are saying, I am going to do this, I am going to make £1 million, I am going to be a successful trader, I am going to be an entrepreneur, I am an entrepreneur. People around you are going to see that, and the people not aligned with your vision, they're going to fucking dip off. They're going to dip off, and the only people that are actually aligned with your vision are going to stay around, and that's going to keep a lot more of a positive energy around you. Now, I know a lot of people who don't believe in positive energy, so I'm going to speak on another few points here just to fully shatter that perception and get this out your head. And the second point I'm going to touch on is that if no one around you, friends, family, social media, your team, if no one around you knows what you're planning on doing or what that standard you're going to keep yourself accountable to every single day, then you're going to be way less likely to be accountable and to actually do them tasks every day. So this is a prime example. Within TTC, we have a content group, and there's a channel within the content group called the accountability channel. And when we all started our social medias, we decided how many reels we were going to post every single day. I settled on 6. And every single day I post into this channel that I've done 6 reels. And all the boys keep each other accountable. And if there is a day where someone lacks, everyone will pick up on it and everyone will go at each other and say, whoa, bro, you did not hit your target today. And now that basically keeps a constant loop of reinforcement on that alignment, on that goal, on that decision. As well, when you speak your goals out to the universe, to reality, to your friends, to your family, to social media, it creates a higher level of psychological pressure for you to actually obtain them goals. Now, a lot of people think that psychological pressure is a bad thing. And I completely disagree with that. I think a bit of pressure is healthy for you. You should be under pressure. You should be feeling the force, because that lapse, that fail is going to be a lot more heavy on you. It's going to be a lot harder for you to do, purely because you've spoken that out to the world and everyone around you can see he said he's going to do this shit. So then in your head, when you think, oh, I don't feel like doing this today, I don't feel like uploading this reel, I don't feel like going to the gym, you've already spoken that out to reality. So it's going to be way, way harder for you, yourself, to actually fail at what you're doing, because you're going to have that weighted decision like, shit, I've really, really got to do this. And if you're not speaking your goals out to other people, it doesn't have to be social media. It could just be a close friend. You're never going to fully commit. You're never going to be all in. You're never going to really dive in head first and just absolutely send it. And look, the world around you responds to that clarity. It responds to you showing what you want to do and what goals you want to achieve. So people that are negatively impacting your life with their energy, with how they are, with what they say, with their negative connotations around your goals and dreams, they're going to flock away. They're going to exit. This programs your behavior day in and day out to actually strive towards your goals. You have to operate with intention. You cannot just be plodding along every day in silence and expecting yourself to be the only backup, the only support to your system. When I done this previously, I wanted to learn how to be a trader. I wanted to do it all by myself. I wanted to do it all on my own, and I failed for a year straight. As soon as I joined a community of people that kept me accountable every day, my trading succeeded. I passed 170k in funding within a month. Then I passed another 20k just a few days into the next month. It made me accountable. It made me stick to my system. I also put my money where my mouth is, so I had to achieve this. I had to do it. I'd already reinforced it heavily. I'd spoken it straight out into existence, into the realm, into the universe. I told the universe, I am this, I'm doing this, and nothing's going to stop me. And now I'm on a warpath. I'm indestructible. I cannot be stopped. Everything that I do every day has intention. Everything that I do every day is calculated, and everything that I say and speak goes out to the world, and it keeps me accountable. I have to keep doing this. I started uploading my journal to Instagram. Every single day, my journal gets put on my story before I go to bed. This keeps me working at a way higher standard than I used to work, because I know all my followers are going to see my journal every night. And if I miss a day, everyone's going to see that. People are going to know, oh, Big Nez didn't post his journal tonight. Maybe only one person's going to care. Maybe only one person's going to message me. But that pressure makes me dialed every single day. I have to complete my tasks. And when I have a suboptimal day, like the other day, I lacked on the smallest minute habit within my plan. I went on my phone about 30 minutes after waking up, and one of my habits is not going on my phone for 1 hour. Now, did I hide from the world that I failed? Oh, fucking hell. No, I didn't. I didn't hide from the world. I showed it. And I kept myself accountable. Why? Because I don't want to lie to people around me. I don't want to lie to my followers. I don't want to lie to my friends, my family. I want to show the raw, authentic truth, my raw, authentic self, which is something I always preach. And I feel like if you keep your goals really close to your chest, only you know about them, then you're going to be way more likely to have that relapse, to make that failure, to make that mistake. And look, I quit weed about a month ago, and I spoke out to the world. I made a video called the £1 million joint, and I said I will not smoke a joint until I've got £1 million. Now, since that moment, I have not smoked once. And I've been around people, I've been around my friend, and he has smoked a joint in front of me. But I did not bat an eyelid, because I keep myself accountable. And if I did smoke that joint, I would be breaking my word, not just to myself, to all of my followers, to all of the people that I've told that I'm not going to do that. And look, silence just keeps you invisible. Loads of opportunities will flow to you if you do speak these things out into the world. Now, what I mean by that is, for example, a lot of people, they come to me and they say, Nez, how do I start social media? How do I start my trading account? Like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't know what to post. Just get on it. Just fucking post. You're gonna improve over time, and then as soon as you start posting, people are gonna keep you accountable. And if you disappear, people are gonna be messaging you like, "Where you gone? What's up with you, bro?" Like, you are gonna actually have to you're gonna have to do it every day, because you've spoken it out to the universe. You've spoken it out to yourself, and you've promised yourself, but you haven't just promised yourself, you've promised everyone around you that you're gonna do this thing every single solitary day of your life. And when you do that, opportunities come to you. I started my social media YouTube channel about a month ago. The same sort of time that I quit weed, yeah? And when I started my social media platform, one thing that I wanted was an affiliate, so I could get free funded accounts and I could get people discounts off with my code Nez Alpha Futures. And after posting for 2 weeks, putting myself out to the world, showing my journey, showing who I am, opportunities flew to me in abundance. I now have a affiliate with Alpha Futures and I get given funded accounts. It's sweet as fuck. Yeah? That would have never happened if I didn't speak about my goals. That would have never happened if I didn't pour my heart and soul out to this camera, to you, to everyone around the world that can see my content. Anyone in the world could stumble across my video and see an insight into my real day-to-day life. I show everything, the ups, the downs, the struggles, the pain, everything that I've ever been through is visible to everyone. And the reason for that is it holds me to a higher standard than 99% of the population. And if you are putting yourself out to the world, speaking your goals out to the universe, you are going to be better than 99% of the people, because everyone's too scared to voice what they actually want. And that's why they never achieve it. So if you're sat here thinking, oh, I don't know, I might start this tomorrow, start today, because you're not always going to be perfect. If you go back into my YouTube and you watch my first video, I was stuttering, I had no flow, I wasn't confident, I was soft-spoken, but over time, I've got more comfortable speaking to yourself, speaking to people on my social media, and now I can just sit here and film a video like this easily, because I have actually done the steps and I've put my goals out to the world, and now I'm getting rewarded by the universe. That's how things work. So if you think that you're just going to be The right time is just going to come along to you at some point. You're going to have that one day where everything's going to click. That's never going to come, bro. You're never going to have that one day, that one moment that changes everything. You just need to start. Nothing's going to be perfect when you start out. You're always going to start out imperfect, and over time build up and just improve as you go. You're going to adapt as you go. And if you start today, you're going to beat 99% of the people that say they're going to start tomorrow. So stop keeping them goals so close to your chest and start taking action on them goals and speaking them out to the universe, or even just your friend. It could just be one person that sets that domino effect in motion that actually leads to you achieving your goals. So look, you guys are going to see in real time me go from where I am now to everything I've ever wanted to achieve. And you're going to see that this mindset is the mindset to have. Do not keep your goals close to your chest. Speak them into reality and the universe will reward you. That's the Big Nez. Hope you enjoyed this Raw Talk.